What's up, everybody? Mike here, and in this video, want to talk about some new updates, the latest news when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, because there's been a bunch of hands-on impression videos going up lately, final preview type videos, things like that. I'm personally really happy though. We're getting the Assassin's Creed game finally set in Japan, and specifically, this is feudal era Japan, a dream locale. But AC Shadows has also been a game has seen some notable delays to ensure the developers stick to the landing. They really need this to succeed for them. And simply put, there is a lot of anticipation for what's in store for Ubisoft's big return to the massive Assassin's Creed RPG. This next entry keeps up with the satisfying action and traversal that the series is known for, but it also showcases a sharper eye for world building and giving us two protagonists to play as well as their time in the spotlight. And since Assassin's Creed Origins, which came out in 2017, the series has stayed comfortably within the realm of the open world RPG, with the exception of Assassin's Creed Mirage, which kind of went back to sort of how the older games were in terms of like being a bit more linear. And with the new main lines, though, being more of the open world RPG, offering expanded scope and narrative decisions to alter the course of the story, this is welcomed by many players, but also not welcomed by many players, as a lot of the previous games that are open world RPGs since Origins, it has felt very bloated with, quests or side quests or things that just like shouldn't probably be there, and it should be more focused and more streamlined. Well, maybe not streamlined a bit, but just more, less bloated. And with Shadows, the latest attempt at Assassin's Creed RPG, Ubisoft may have got it right this time on the role playing element with its two unique protagonists, something the series has struggled to present in a way that hasn't muddled the narrative waters. Creator director Jonathan Dumont states that Assassin's Creed Shadows has an underlining theme about unity, given the backdrop of feudal Japan and its period of unification. The game focuses heavily on the bond between the two leads and their growth throughout the game. For me, this game has a message about unity and fighting for those who cannot, which is a responsibility that both of the characters have in the game. I think that's about finding your place in that world. And I think both characters represent that, and the importance of community and the importance of taking care of each other and going on this journey together through Japan in this period of unrest. The latest game puts its sights on a new mystery deep within a revamped Animus program. In this new simulation, we focus on feudal era Japan and the secret history of both Yasuke, a historical African slave who became a full-fledged samurai, and Naoe, a female shinobi taking up the mantle of her father's legacy. The pair eventually team up to navigate a radically changing 1500s Japan, rubbing shoulders with other historical allies such as Oda Nobunaga and Kuroda Kanbei, while taking down a shadowy cabal of warlords manipulating the country's attempt at unification from within. The world of Assassin's Creed Shadows is massive, but it's been reported that it's not to the ridiculous size of Valhalla, thankfully. There are plenty of opportunities packed in the province, though, and the viewpoints to observe nearby points of interest will help point players in the right direction. A general theme about Assassin's Creed Shadows is how it emphasized harmonizing with the open world, a cultural element the developers want to highlight with the Japanese setting. This theme also extends to the side activities and how the world changes over time with shifting seasons that alter the terrain. AC Shadows ditches the need for hunting, and instead, you can find and draw rare wildlife found in the wild. Assassin's Creed Shadows also emphasizes the dynamic between the two protagonists and their agency within the world after bonding over being outcast within the country. And they'll have an interesting dynamic between them in the story, and they play well with each other during cutscenes. Yasuke seems to be a gentle giant and wise samurai enforcer who offers some poignant insights while learning about Japanese culture. Naoe's growth into an assassin with a heavy legacy to uphold shows an early look at the dramatic highs of the main story. You're free to switch off characters in open world and during moments in the main story, letting you play as who you want in most key missions. But an interesting addition, you also have the option of playing in canon mode, which presents a defined story without major narrative choices, which was added after developers saw how many fans were debating what the definitive story was for Valhalla and Odyssey. Yasuke and Naoe also represent the different extremes of Assassin's Creed's combat and stealth experiences, which have also seen clear upgrades across the board in Shadows. For combat, there is a heightened need for dodging and parrying strikes, crucial to piercing through armor to deliver a killing blow. It injects Ghost of Tsushima's offense and defensive style of swordplay, but it also has familiar AC combat skills such as power grabs and the always funny kick move. There is a more thoughtful approach to the combat. However, it also comes with more challenges, which will unexpectedly make some of the encounters in the game feel a bit more difficult. It's noted that the game also struggled to present fights with multiple foes accurately, and it can be easy to get overwhelmed by enemies coming in off screen. While both characters can combat and stealth, they also have clear limitations. For instance, Yasuke is a formidable fighter and is capable of ambushing enemies. However, his large stature is not ideal for advanced stealth. In addition to being incapable of climbing certain areas, he's also not so great at performing the leap of faith. As for Naoi, she's a skilled assassin with access to a grappling hook and smoke bombs. However, her nimble combat style is far more reliant on parrying and dodging, and one hit from an elite enemy's heavy strike can take a chunk of her health bar. Much like with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can manage and upgrade a base of operations. As you recruit allies, they'll head to your hideout to open up shops and offer new side missions that incentivize revisits to previous zones. But AC Shadows takes this feature a step further by allowing you to build out your custom village in the vein of Animal Crossing. The Town Builder mode offers plenty of options to add necessities and some personal touches to the hideout. There are things like Shinto shrines and pets you can add to it, like cats. There's also side activities such as a visually striking meditation minigame to help you earn additional perks. So it's seeming to be something of a cozy side activity for an AC game. So hopefully Assassin's Creed Shadows is shaping up to be a solid follow-up to Ubisoft's ambitious Valhalla, with it being less bloated, it sounds like, a more focus on better organic world immersion as far as how you explore and how the combat feels, as well as side activities included. And there'll be a lot of cool and interesting historical characters in the game you'll meet along the way. And despite any cons about it as of right now, from either a gameplay standpoint, technical issues, or otherwise, I'm personally still looking forward to this game. Assassin's Creed is my favorite franchise by Ubisoft. Got into this game with the first game and just been stuck on it ever since. I'm not too big of a fan of the new direction with the whole open world RPG aspect ever since Origins, but I still have love for the franchise, and I am looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed Shadows when it does release in March. But what are your thoughts on this game lately? With these updates, when it comes to the gameplay, does that entice you a bit more to want to play right away? Or you going to hold off or just not play it at all? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and enjoyed it, please hit that like, subscribe if you're new. My name is Mike, and I'll see you in the next video.